Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Kosher. Here we are at the Prospect Car Show, and who I have with me is Mayor Bob Chatfield, and Bob is going to tell us what went on a little bit here today and where we are as far as the anniversary. How you doing, Mayor?
Well, how are you? First of all, thank you, Nick, for coming, and thank you for everybody who's watching. If you didn't come to the car show, you missed a big event. We've had more people here this year than we've ever had before. This is our 37th year that I and the Prospect Car Owners Association put this event on, and the majority of the people who park cars park on the grass, and it's not all walking on asphalt all day long. We've had every single kind of car you can imagine, big ones, old ones. We have some Army trucks, a couple of police cars, and it's just whatever you can think of with your Ford or a Chevy. I'm a Ford fan. So, but there's every kind of, even a couple of old Hudsons all redone, refurbished, and there was a gentleman I met on the green. He had a Jaguar, and I said, well, when I was in Germany, that sold for $4,444 in 1964. If you had that car today in the shape that this car's in, you'll go over 100 grand. So people that buy a car in the 50s or 60s for $5,000 or $6,000, today they're worth thousands and thousands of dollars more of that.
You know, I got to say something really to this viewing audience. I've been coming to car shows for almost 40 years, 50 years. This is one of the cleanest towns, organized towns, car shows probably in the country, because I've done car shows all over the country. And what I like about this, it's organized. Everybody here tries to get along with each other, works together. There's no baloney. There's something that you're doing right, Mayor.
Well, first thing is we don't charge cars to come, and we don't charge the people to enter. People say, why don't you do that? You make money. Well, then they won't come. And we don't run that to make money. The town puts us on as an annual event, and people come from all over the state, and you can check some of the market numbers and some of the stickers on the windows for various towns getting into parks and so on and so forth. But and all ages, all groups, and it's just a beautiful day, and it's the day that people make their cars shine.
Hi, I'm Tara White. I'm here at the Prospect Car Show, and I'm here with JR. How are you doing?
Not bad today. And yourself?
Doing good, thank you. Tell me a little about your car.
Oh, well, my van, this was one of my dreams when I went into service and I came out. I said, I went into service, and when I went into service, I said I was going to make myself a customized van when I got out. And when I got out, I found me a regular cargo van from scratch, and started working on that on the weekends and that while I'm working and all that. Lot of frustrations when you start doing something, but like I said, it was my dream, and I started working on it and got it to where I wanted. Then I got tired and I changed it again, got tired, changed it like 4 times, but I stayed with this because I basically loved the way the interior came out, because I could go to shows, plus I can go camping. And I did a lot of camping with my kids as they were growing up. So we had a lot of fun and a lot of memories in it. And then I had one hell of a guy that was a fantastic airbrush artist that passed away last year, which I was sorry to see him go, because he was going to touch up all my little nips and chips, because this is driven everywhere.
Yeah.
I never had it towed or anything or trailered. It's always been driven to all the shows that I went through. Ended up throwing a new motor in it. I just put a new motor in it 2 years ago. It's got only 2,300 miles on it, 383 stroker. So it's a fast little machine, like they say. And I just enjoy going to car shows, van shows, truck shows.
Yeah, this is my first car show here too. It's really nice to be here. I really love the truck. I love the Tigers.
Thank you.
And I really enjoyed you talking about yourself. Thank you so much, man. I'm here at the Prospect Car Show with Mark Bortle. How are you doing?
Good, great day.
Fantastic, a really great day indeed. Tell me a little bit about your truck.
Well, it's a 1953 Chevy pickup, and the paint job was made by me, painted 3 times, brown, black, blue, sanded through to give it the patina look, and then 2 coats of matte clear on top. So it's not a truck from the barn that looked like this, it was made to look like this. And I put it on a 1976 Chevy 4x4 chassis. So it's got a modernized driveline, power steering, power brakes and all that, and very dependable, and I do drive it to work 5 days a week. I go to the dump with it on Saturday and car shows on Sunday. So it's a real enjoyment, you know.
How many times have you been to the car show?
This car show's my second year coming here to this one, but we usually hit one almost every weekend. And we head to Lake George for 3 days in September, and that's a real good one. But yep, that's what's going on. When I built the truck, I wanted to have a garage theme, like it came from a shop somewhere. So in Maine is my wife's father-in-law, my father-in-law, my wife's father's garage, and he was Manfred Weber. And this is actually his garage. So what I did is I used that name and the address. It's Weber's Garage, Route 15, Abbott Village, Maine, and it's a real place. And so I used that for the door to make it look like the truck came out of that garage from years ago. So yeah, that was kind of fun to do that. So.
How long do you want to continue doing this?
This, I'll do it until I can't do it anymore. I have a 64 Chevelle two-door station wagon at home that's going to be built next, but I'm waiting about a year and then I'll start that project. Yeah.
All right, Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
We were at McDonald's having coffee one morning, and my boyfriend hears a guy talking about how he's got to get rid of some cars and he can't get anybody to help him. He was talking about a Mustang, and my boyfriend, of course, his ears perked up. He's a very chatty Cathy, so he went right over, introduced himself, said, "Hi, we're talking about a Mustang," and da-da-da-da. So, long story short, the guy, his brother-in-law was going into hospice. So he needed to get rid of all the cars, and his sister was had power of attorney. So my husband does a deal with him and says, "We can get rid of it, we'll help you clean it up." So we got the Mustang, and there were 2 other cars they were kind of junky, but he got rid of them. And then he had this AMX in the garage. So they struck a little deal, I'm not going to say how much, but, so he took this home. Unfortunately, in the interim taking it off, he injured his leg, my boyfriend, a little bit. So that kind of went with the deal. But he's recovering now, so he's doing okay. So it runs really well, but it still needs like an exhaust. The shocks, it kind of runs. We have a 36 Chevy. It still runs a little bit like that, if you can imagine. But we'll get a table taken care of. So now we got 2 cars that we're fixing. So we're just kind of excited. It's the first time we've been to this show with this car. Yep.
Compare this year to last year as far as attendance?
Probably twice as many people this year. This is the most we've ever had.
And I was saying we were going to do that.
Yeah, well, that's good. And I think by you showing this on the air, and the Prospect Car Owners Association. They go out and do the small shows starting in April and May, June, and July, and then it comes to this one. So I haven't been to the other shows in the state. I stay here in town, but I hope the other towns do as good as we did.
Well, we have an excellent film crew here, and these people have always worked hard to make things go good for the studio, for the town, for the community, and for the state of Connecticut. And like I say, the camaraderie that's here, you don't see it anywhere else.
Well, thank you. We have 2 live bands, Charades and the Rockin' Heartbeats. Then we have a DJ that plays in between them. And I think that's another reason that we don't have just a DJ. We have the live bands, and it works out. It works out good. And there's all sizes and shapes, all young and old, new. I see a young man pushing a set of twins around. Couldn't have been more than a month old. So everybody's coming.
Is there anything that comes to your mind today that might stick in your mind that you've seen out there today? Something special that might have went on?
Family Day. A lot of families, a lot of dads with grandparents, grandmas with grandkids, families, moms and dads with their kids. And we're giving out these, I'm slapping them on the people's arms. Have a nice day. And some of the people the kids are a little afraid. It's, look, just have a nice little bracelet on. So
now another thing, Mayor, another thing. What are some of your other contributions to the town besides just being mayor? Why don't you tell this viewing audience a little bit more what you do, not just being mayor?
Well, I'm a 58-year member of the Volunteer Fire Department of Prospect Incorporated. Was assistant chief for 32 years and chief for 8, and I'm still active right now. I was involved in the Prospect Grange before we had to tear it down because it was falling down. I'm a member of the Prospect Cemetery Association. I was a member of the Drum Corps Board of Directors when we had a drum corps in town. Just about anything, there's an organization I've had some time in it or started the organization, and other people have taken it on.
Now, as far as your population, are you still around 10,000, 9,000 people?
97.4. And this, what shocked me, this last census we had 2 years ago, we gained 4 people.
You gained 4 people.
I'd have thought it would have been thousands because we have the 2 new retirement communities in town, over 55 communities. But I thought the population would, but the student population in most towns is dropping, but not in Prospect.
Okay, because that was going to be my next question. How diversified are you in this town as far as it goes from the young to the seniors? From the young to the, are you pretty well balanced, or is there more young or more seniors?
I would say used to be seniors used to be the majority, but I think the I'm not a.
That's right. We won't hold you.
No. I'm not a. What came after the seniors from 46? I'm not a baby boomer, so I think maybe the baby boomers have taken over the population. There's about 2,000 kids in town, including college and kindergarten and preschool. Yeah.
I'm here at the Prospect Car Show, and I'm here at Big Dipper with Harry Rowe. How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, my name's Harry Rowe. I own the Big Dipper Ice Cream right in Prospect, Connecticut. And my family's owned this now for 36 years. We make all our super premium ice cream all right here in Prospect at 91 Waterbury Road. And we've been doing the car show here for at least, oh boy, I don't know, 30 years, however long. It's like we didn't do 1 year when they first started. And we love coming up here, and the cars are absolutely amazing, the amount of cars that they get now.
How has the car shows been treating you throughout the years?
Great, good. You know, we love coming up here. We love seeing all the cars. The customers love getting us, seeing us, you know, and they support all the Prospect businesses that are selling food products up here, and that's the other good thing, that it's all Prospect businesses.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
No problem. Tell me a little bit about your car.
It's a 1956 Ford Thunderbird. It's called the Little Birds. There were 55, 56, and 57s.
That's awesome. What I really love is that you got the blue on, you're representing your car. That's really nice.
Thank you. I love it. This was my dream come true. I've wanted this car since I've been 10, and I finally got it.
Why did you come to the car show?
I love all these cars here.
How many, is this your first time being at this car show?
No. I like the town, I like Prospect, and a lot of good people here today, and beautiful cars.
All right, Jean Little, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here at the Prospect Car Show here with Aubrey. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I race quarter midgets at Silver City in Meriden. We run Saturdays, and I started last year and have grown to run 4 cars this year, and it's fun.
Is this something that you want to continue throughout your life?
Yeah, I want to run maybe a bigger cars one day. See, some of my friends have moved up, and it's cool.
Have you driven all the go-karts?
Yes, I have driven. There's 4 different classes we run on a weekly basis, so I run up all 4 of those.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a retired welder. I've done a lot of work on the car. Bought the car out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Did a lot of welding on it. If you saw the pictures in front as to what the car looked like, it's come a long way.
I really like the car. It's really nice.
Thank you.
Where'd you get it?
Like I said, I got the body out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. I've had one of these cars in 1967 when I was in trade school, and I had to do it again. So here we are.
Is this your first time here at the Prospect Car Show?
No, it isn't. I've been here about 3 times. It's a great show here. I got to say, I've been to a lot of shows, and this is one of the more pleasurable shows around.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good. Thank you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Wolcott. I like to tinker with cars. I always grew up with cars and working in garages, and built my car over the last 3 years, and just trying to come to shows and show it off and enjoy it.
What made you decide to build this car?
It was time, you know, all the cars I had through the years growing up, I had a little break with, you know, kids and the whole thing, so it was time to do another custom car. Just found this in, actually a guy in Danbury just brought it up from Florida, so it was a Florida car, no rust. It was white with a V6, and I completely took it apart and went through the whole car.
Is this your first time here at the Prospect Car Show?
No, I've been here, I think it was last year I was here, yeah.
How is it the past 2 years?
There's a lot of cars here today. We got here at 7:20, and there was a bunch of cars, and by 10 o'clock, I mean, it looked like there were 600-700 cars there.
How are you doing, Joe?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I gotta say, I really love your car. It's from the movie Cars, right?
Yeah, yes it is.
What made you?
Well, it's a replica. Yeah.
What made you customize it?
Well, I've always had Hudsons, and when they came out with the movie, and I found this Hudson up in New Hampshire, and I bought it, restored it to make it look like the car that in the movies.
Yeah.
That was it.
How many times have you seen the movie that wanted you to make you do it?
5.
5. Is this your first time here at the car show?
Yeah, first time for Prospect.
First time?
Yes, yeah. But I've been to other car shows with the.
How are you enjoying it today?
Beautiful. Big attraction. Everybody likes the Hudson.